Guys, and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I want to show you how I followed your advice and went to look for affordable eggs at Wangige market. You guys, the eggs are so affordable. Oh my gosh, I felt like I have discovered gold. So anyway, I want to show you how that went. And now, since I bought so many eggs, since they were so affordable, I figured today would also be a great time to show you 5 amazing breakfasts that you can make in advance, put in your freezer so that your mornings will always go like this because you always have breakfast ready. So yes, we are going to batch cook 5 breakfasts because you know we love batch cooking, you guys. It makes our life so much easier and the food is amazing. And how many more reasons do you need for batch cooking? So anyway, let's batch cook. And if this is the kind of content that you like, remember to hit the subscribe button. And now, let's go to Wangige. So apparently market days are Mondays and Thursdays. And already we can see eggs. Yeah, it's definitely market day today. So today is Monday. And yeah, let's go buy eggs and then make some amazing stuff, food with it. So yeah, let's go. Guys, we're done. It was quite an experience. I loved it. We got eggs at 295 shillings per tray. We were hoping for 290 or 280, but 295 is the best we could do. Actually, most guys were selling them at 300, but yeah, the lowest we could find was 295. And then we learned a lot about the storage of eggs, that you need to store them. Okay, these ones, because the guys who bring them here, they last, they're very fresh, like they're like maximum 2-3 days old. So the eggs are going to last for a maximum of 3 weeks if you want to keep them fresh. But you guys know we're going to batch cook most of ours anyway. And then the other thing we learned is please come with your own trays. We didn't come with trays because we are bright like that. So now we had to put them in bags, as I will show you here. And then also, what else did we learn? We learned, of course, that the market is Monday and Thursday. Some some of those vendors some vendors come on both days, but some will only come on like Monday. So Monday is the best time to come because it has most vendors are available. Then we went and bought milk. I will show you. And then there's a market. So yeah, and the milk was so affordable. You get 55 shillings per liter. Been buying at 65 at Naivas, so now it's a whole 10 bob cheaper. Yay! Yes, and lastly, I bought some avocados because yeah, what is life without avocados, you guys? So I bought this at 20 shillings. This whole thing, yes. So you know, yes, that was Wangige. Now let's go and cook. So that is how it went at Wangige market. We bought 5 trays of eggs, each going for 295 shillings, which is amazing considering we've been buying them at 350 shillings even sometimes. Can you imagine? So you guys, thank you so much for the plug. And now with these 5 trays of eggs, I want to make 5 dishes, as I said. So we'll make some breakfast burritos, which we are going to have for dinner because you guys, it's dinner time. And yeah, so I want to start with those ones so that my kids can be having them for dinner. Sometimes it's nice to just have breakfast for dinner. And then we'll make some French bread, and then we'll make some sandwiches, and then we will make we'll make scotch eggs. Of course, I love scotch eggs. And the last one I have forgotten, but you will see as time goes. So basically, let's start with our burritos, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So the first thing we are going to do as we're making the burritos is to make the tortillas. And tortillas is basically just another fancy word for saying chapos, you guys. Chapos without oil on the pan, basically. So we're going to use the tortillas to wrap our burritos in, okay? So here I have 8 cups of all-purpose flour. And I also have clean hands, just in case you're wondering. So what I'm going to do to my 8 cups of all-purpose flour is I'll add 3 teaspoons of salt. Alrighty. Just mix them up, mix them up. Basically, you guys, this is just chapos. If you've watched my video on how to make chapos, it's almost the exact same way, only this time without the sugar, because you guys know we like to put sugar in our chapos. And then once the flour is all incorporated, I will add a half a cup of cooking oil, vegetable oil. Okie dokies. And then I also have some hot water, which I am going to add as is needed. All right. So I'll just keep adding a little bit at a time until I get a nice dough consistency that is not sticking to my hands. Yes. So once you're happy with your dough, see that it's not sticking, all there is left to do now is to divide it into, okay, I've doubled the recipe. The first one, the half of this will make 12, so this will make 24. Because tortillas are supposed to be very, very thin. So I need to divide this into 24 balls, and then we'll roll them out and cook them on the pan. It's a very quick affair, by the way. So here I have cracked 20 eggs. At least I think they're 20. At some point I lost count. Because what I want to do is, as I'm making the tortillas, I want to be frying the scrambled eggs that I'm going to put in my burritos. So I want to do both of them at the same time. So I have my 20 or so eggs here. It's not cast in stone. Since I'm making 24 burritos, so I feel like I still want to add a bit more. So let me just add, that was 20. Let me make them 24. I still feel like that won't be enough, but anyway. Oh my gosh, I dropped a shell. Anyway, then I'll show you how to proceed. All right, to my eggs, I'm going to add salt. You guys, I'm just eyeballing this. But I'm not so worried because I know that I'll put sausages and cheese in my burritos, which are also pretty salty. I'll splash some black pepper, not too much, just enough, because of the kids again. And a generous portion of milk. Not too generous, just like that, all right? Then whisk it, whisk. Alright guys, it's time for me to do the assembly. So here I have my scrambled eggs. I've let them cool down, but not too much. I'll first make the burritos that we're going to have for dinner, and then I'll let everything cool down completely, and then I'll wrap the freezer ones, okay? So I have my scrambled eggs. I have steamed spinach and kale here. I was going to use green pepper, but I forgot to buy, so y'all. Greens are greens. I think even these ones are healthier. Then I have my sausages. I have my tortillas here. You can see how nice and soft they are. And I have my cheese here. This is cheddar cheese. And I was tempted to put some Parmesan and just mix it up. Actually, I think it will look nice. So I have my mixture of some cheddar and some Parmigiano. Again, all this can be found at Carrefour, guys. If you watch my video on comparing supermarkets between Carrefour and Naivas, one of the things I said I liked about Carrefour is that they have some nice stuff that you don't find anywhere else. And one of what I like there is the different types of cheeses that they have, guys. So anyway, there is my mixture. So now I'll just start with, so I have my tortilla here. Just mixed up my eggs. Some are cooling, some are not cooling. All right. So you guys, this is a breakfast that is chock full of proteins. If your kids eat this in the morning before they go to school, you guys, they're going to have such a nice day at school, because you know proteins keep you fuller for longer, right? So I'm happy with 2 tablespoons. Then some greens for fiber, of course. Now I can already tell I am filling my burrito way too much. Then I need to put my sausages. Gosh, you guys. And a generous sprinkle of cheese. Yes, and I already know that this is not going to fit, guys, so you guys, I want to show you how I will go about wrapping the ones for putting in the freezer. So when it's ready like this, all I'll do is I'll just wrap it. This is parchment paper. So that when they're frozen and we're ready to eat them, they'll be easy to remove from the freezer, okay? So all of them, that's exactly how I'm going to wrap them. I'll show you when I do that for all the rest once they cool. Just needed to show you a sample of exactly how we are going to wrap them before we put them in the freezer. But this one is still quite warm, so this one we're going to have right now. Yes, this is so cool, you guys. I think I even had the CNN guys have arrived. This is a monumental event. So guys, let me go feed my children and then I'll come and do the rest of the dishes. So the next things I'm working on, now that we have finished eating our burritos, which were a hit and a miss with my people. Some of them really liked them, some of them did not. So now I want to make sandwiches. And as I'm cooking the eggs, I want to fry the eggs for the sandwiches because I realized my kids didn't really enjoy the scrambled eggs, so I'll just fry them. In the meantime, as I fry the eggs, here on the other burner, I have put 16 eggs to boil for the scotch eggs. So I've just put them in cold water and then I put them on the heater and then them on the fire. Then the minute they start like a serious rolling boil, then I'll put a timer for 8 minutes. All right, because we like our eggs hard boiled. I've decided for my sandwiches, I was going to do scrambled eggs too, but I think my people didn't really like them that much. So I want to fry eggs, and I'm going to fry 4 eggs at a time, just so that it's faster. So now I'm preparing to start assembling my breakfast sandwiches, okay? So I think everyone pretty much knows how to do this. You just butter one side of your bread, just one side. And by butter, I mean margarine or butter if you have butter, same difference. Yes, I know it's not the same, but yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm going to do that. And then once I have 4 going, because my machine can only do 4, then I also have some polony. So I fried 4 eggs at the same time. Let me just put them there for now. So, and they've pretty much cooled down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them into quarters. I made enough eggs to make 20 sandwiches. We are a family of 7, so that's about 3 breakfasts worth of all our entire family. So that's good. That lasts us 3 good weeks. All right. So those are good to go. Easy peasy. Fried eggs keep well in the freezer, guys. And those guys were like, you know, it's not nutritious. You know, when you put food in the freezer, it loses its nutritious value. I'd say do your research, please. Okay, let me plug in. All right. So give your heater some time to warm up. I'd already done that, so it's pretty warm. So put the buttered side facing down. You guys, I know you know this, but okay, let me just say. Then I have my polony. Okie dokies. I have my fried egg. And of course, a little bit of cheese. Oh, you guys, we love cheese so much in this house. And then put your other slice of bread buttered side up. Okay. And then just close it gently. Please don't burn your fingers. Of course, you guys, we are not going to be having eggs for breakfast every day. So I believe these batch cooked meals are going to last for a good while. They're going to push us for a while. Because some days we have Weetabix, which is a type of cereal for those who might not know. Some days we have oatmeal, some days we have porridge. Some days we just have hot chocolate and tea scones. So twice a week we have eggs. So we are making very good progress because the burritos are done and the sandwiches. So now I want to do the egg muffins. I've never done this recipe before, you guys, but it looks so easy and it looks so delicious, and I love trying out new things. So I'm going to make 18 muffins only because I only have 18 muffin things. And anyway, it's my first time, so I don't want to make it so much and then maybe guys don't like it. So I already have my oven preheating at 180 degrees Celsius or centigrade, and now I want to assemble my eggs. Oh, I should mention that I have oiled my tin, my muffin things. Okay, let's do that again. So this time I will crack my eggs into the bowl. I have 18, so I'll definitely not do 18 eggs. Let me leave it like that. These are 13 actually. And so now I will season the eggs with a little bit of salt. Not too much because I'm putting cheese and sausages, and you know those ones have a bit of salt as well. Okay. Yeah. I'm learning. Okay. So that one is done. So all I have to do is to just put a bit of whatever fillings I want to put in here. Let me look at the sausage. Not too much because I don't want them to get too full again. Then we'll be back to square one. I'm not going to put in this one because it's already too full. That one I think I'll just put some cheese. And then I'm going to put my spinach mixture. Just to give it some, you know, fiber, you guys. Fiber. Can never have too much fiber, you know. Plus this is something we want to be having for breakfast, so spinach is a good idea. All right, so now some cheese. Okay, let me bring my cheese closer. A little bit of cheese just to make it ultra special. Then I'm just going to take my fork and just mix it in to make sure the cheese is well incorporated inside. If you're liking this content, please remember to give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. It will really be awesome of you to do that because you won't miss any of these amazing videos that we're making. And also it will help us because it will help our channel to grow, you know. Yes, if you love anything to do with organizing your home, cleaning, time management, batch cooking, reducing your home budget, you guys, this is the place to be. So remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And even you guys who've already subscribed and you haven't hit the notification bell, please just hit the bell. All right, so that's ready to go into the oven for 15 to 20 minutes, at least until the eggs are firm. Okay, I'll show you guys just now what I mean by the eggs being firm. All right, let's do this. Here we are, guys. Look, it didn't backfire and it's firm to the touch. Okay, took about 20 minutes, but let's say 25. This is the one that the one that was too full. I'm so glad I didn't add anything more, but I want to leave them here for maybe 10 minutes. Just leave them in the muffin tin for about 10 minutes, and then that's when I'm going to remove them. Now to keep this in the freezer, it's best to just put them in an airtight container. If possible, wrap them individually with cling film, and then to reheat, just remove the cling film and then wrap in a towel or a kitchen towel, and then put in the microwave for like 10 seconds or 20 seconds and they'll be done. At least that's what I read so far. But anyway, I'm so excited. This is so cool. So let me just let them cool down and then we'll store them once they are done. I'll show you how I'm going to wrap them individually. Awesome. And now it's time to make the scotch eggs. What I have here is I have the eggs that I had boiled. I've already peeled them. They've cooled down and everything. And here I have sausages, just your regular sausages. Then these are beef sausages. Then I have some breadcrumbs, some paprika and salt. And I have oil that is warming up on the stove. So I'll show you about the oil when we get there. So now the thing to do is I want to coat my eggs, my boiled eggs in sausage meat. And then I'll wrap it in breadcrumbs and then I will deep fry. You know, I've done a video about this, how to make scotch eggs in my Christmas collection videos, because it's one thing that our kids really love to have for breakfast on Christmas morning and on any other morning basically. So yeah, let me first get to removing the meat from the sausage. And then from the sausage, what do you call them? What are these things called? These ones. And then I'll just dump it inside my bowl. As far as putting these in the freezer is concerned, I wouldn't put the fully cooked scotch eggs in the freezer, because I've noticed that, what do you call it? Boiled eggs don't freeze so well. But I would make them in advance and then put them in the fridge to be had later in the week. Once you finish removing the sausage meat, just mash it together with a spoon. If you're feeling adventurous, you can put some spices here. If you like, you can also get spiced sausages. I think the last time I did this, I used spiced beef sausages. It was really nice, but the spice was a bit too much for our kids, so. Okay, for the breadcrumbs, just put like a good amount of breadcrumbs on a plate, like so. And then spice it up. Put whatever spices you want. Of course, I like paprika because of the smokiness and because of the color. And I'll put just a little bit of salt, just for the breadcrumbs. Okay. I'll also add some garlic powder, just a bit. And some onion powder. All right. Then mix them, gather them. That's ready. So the thing to do is to, where should I put it? Okay, let me put it like this. Is to coat your boiled sausage. Is this a boiled sausage? I'm so sleepy. Okay, please coat your boiled egg into sausage. You guys know what I mean, man. And then we will do what? Yes, we will coat it in breadcrumbs. And then we're going to deep fry. Okey-dokey's. Okay, so just make sure it's a nice round ball. And then coat it in breadcrumbs. Okay, you guys, remember when I mentioned I was sleepy? Yes, I am so sleepy. I have skipped a step. Allah! 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 You guys, we're supposed to first roll this into beaten eggs. You know, I'm wondering how come these breadcrumbs are not sticking? Like, you know, like, what am I missing? Yeah, I'm missing a whole step, like a serious whole step. What's wrong with me? So anyway, I need to beat some eggs here. Oh my God. Anyway, we're keeping it real. Okay, let me get a fork and beat an egg or two. This is so serious. So I have here my 2 plates of scotch eggs that I want to deep fry or shallow fry in oil basically. So if you want to meal prep these, okay, as I said, it's not a good idea to freeze them, but you can cook them and put them in your fridge, or you can just meal prep them like this, put them in your fridge, and then the day that you're ready to eat them, that's the day to fry them. Okay, so they keep very well like this when they are unfried in the fridge, and also when they are fried still in the fridge. Okay, but now I'm the kind of person who likes to finish everything, so that day we just get up, warm them in the microwave for 15 seconds and eat them. So let's go and fry them. Yes. We are just going to fry them until they are golden, basically. Now we are getting ready to make some French toast. Yes, this is the easiest thing you can do. Toast mayai for those who come from the mountains and also from the valleys. Yes, we refer to it as toast mayai, but here up in the city we call it French toast, you know. So basically this is a very easy dish to make, and then you can freeze it. So yeah, I mean, how simple is that? And yes, it will still have nutrients. Those guys will say, oh, you know, when you freeze food, your nutrients, no, the nutrients will still be there, guys, please. Okay, so don't worry, it will be as healthy as ever. And especially if you have school going kids, you guys, you have got to try batch cooking your breakfast. Oh my gosh, you just have to try it. You will thank me. You will thank me. All right. I'll just put 3 eggs. It might be too much. I don't know. And then to my eggs, I'll beat the eggs a bit. So the eggs are well and truly beaten. So to this, we're going to add some salt. Not too much again, just enough. And then we add some cinnamon. A good amount. You guys, I very rarely measure these things. If I had vanilla extract, I would add it. And we add some milk, just a little bit. I have my pan here. It's warming up nicely. And I'm just going to put lightly oil it, not too much oil. Just kidogo, just a little bit. And then, let me wait for the oil to heat up. In the meantime, I just want to show you the bread that I use. You guys, I love Naivas brown bread, wholemeal bread. And no, this video is not sponsored by Naivas, you guys. If you watch my video on the grocery haul, yeah, one of my grocery haul videos, I said how much I really love Naivas brown bread. You guys, I think it's the greatest thing in Naivas. Yeah, so I like it because one of the reasons why I like it, especially for French toast, is because the slices are not too thin. Okay, I kind of wish they were a bit bigger, but even this size is not bad. You guys, okay, let me tell you, a few years ago, because we've been buying this bread for a while, they used to leave one particular slice that was like double, like 2 slices of bread, but it never used to be sliced. And it always used to be 1 per loaf. You guys, I used to look for that slice like I was looking for buried treasure. Anyway, So I like their slices because because they are a bit thick, and so they cook well, especially when you're making French toast. They handle the French toast situation very well. So I feel that my pan is hot enough, perhaps even too hot. I was busy telling stories, so I reduced the flame a bit, and now easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just dip your slice into the egg mixture, both sides. We are coating both sides. Okay, then drip off the excess and put it in your pan. When I grow up, I will buy myself a griddle. Yes. I can't wait, because you guys, I just love that griddle because it's so good for making pancakes and French toast, especially the electric one, which I don't have to, but even if I have just the normal one. Until then, well, this is how we're gonna do it. So we're just cooking it for you guys until the egg is cooked, basically. I don't like it to overcook because, well, nobody likes overcooked anything. So you guys, this will freeze very well in a nice container or in a Ziploc bag if you have one. And then to warm it, you just throw it in the microwave for 30 seconds max. Sometimes even 15 seconds should do. All right, that is done. One down, a gazillion to go. And we're done. Yes, I'm really excited because I have made my 5 breakfasts. These are going to last us a good long while because we're not going to be eating them like every consecutive days, as I said. And they look delicious. I don't know if I'm going to resist eating them, but the best thing to do is just throw them in your freezer, those that can go into the freezer, and then enjoy them over time. I have used 3 of my 5 eggs, so I still have 3 of my 5 trays of eggs. So I still have two trays remaining, but those guys told me they can last up to 3 weeks, even a month, because they were freshly hatched. So we're still good there. And yes, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you'll try some of these recipes. If you do, please let me know in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed, please remember to do so. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.